Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the effects library. Make sure you're on the edit page. Click the effects button in the top left corner. We will concentrate here on the tools that are essential for your edits and not complicated to use. Here you'll find video transitions that can make your video flow more smoothly and look more professional. To preview a transition, hover over it and move your mouse to the right. Once you find the one you like, simply drag it onto the timeline, between two clips. Now, select the transition and go to the inspector, to adjust its position. You can spread it evenly across both clips. Or start it exactly at the cut, so it mostly affects the second clip. Or end it exactly at the cut, so it mostly affects the first clip. To change the transition duration, go to the inspector with the selected transition, and make it shorter or longer. To preview your transition in the timeline, move the playhead a little before it, and click the play button under the viewer. You can also find audio transitions here. Use them when the sound changes, for example, cutting from one person talking to another, or changing from one music track to another. To use the audio transition, simply drag a crossfade between the two clips. For most edits, the default 0 decibels works fine and keeps the audio smooth. You can change its position and duration just like you did with a video transition. Next, you have titles, the place where you add your text to the video. Drag a basic title onto the timeline, above your video. Select the title clip and go to Inspector. Here, type your text and adjust the font, color, size, and case. You can move it with the position sliders under the Settings tab, or click the transform icon to drag it on screen and zoom it in or out. Remember to uncheck the transform icon when you're done. Trim and position it to fit your video. You can even add a transition to make it appear smoothly. There are also fusion titles. These are animated titles with motion and effects, giving your text a more stylish look. Drag one onto the timeline, type your text, change the font, color, size, and even style extra elements like a colored box behind the text. Then trim and position. Finally, under titles you'll find subtitles. Drag one onto the timeline, and a subtitle track is created automatically. Cut and trim it to match the video. Add text. And if needed, export it by right-clicking the subtitle track, choosing Export Subtitles, and selecting Subtitles without formatting. This makes sure your subtitles work correctly on any player or platform. To remove the subtitle track, just right-click it and choose Delete Track. Under the titles you can see the generators. Generators are ready-made backgrounds. Drag a solid color or gradient onto the timeline, usually below titles, to use it as background. Change its color in Inspector. Fusion generators are more advanced, animated, or complex backgrounds. You can drag a fusion generator onto the timeline, just like a regular generator, and adjust basic settings in the inspector. There are also stinger transitions. These are pre-animated clips you can drop into the timeline to create a quick, flashy effect. You can trim, move, and adjust them like a regular clip. Under generators, you'll also find some effects you can add to your clips. To use them, first drag an adjustment clip above your clip, and then drag the effect onto the adjustment clip. You can adjust the settings in the inspector, and the effect will apply to all clips underneath. You can also explore different OpenFX to see how each one changes your clip. Drag one onto a clip or an adjustment clip, then adjust it in the inspector. Be aware that not all OpenFX are available in the free version. And that's it. These basic tips and information should help you get started with the effects library in DaVinci Resolve.